Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
For one, we're back with our guest Scott Anderson from the Gulfcoast Community Foundation. Scott, I had a viewer of ours who sent me an email a couple days ago when he found out you were going to be on the show, and he's a head of a veterans organization, and he said ask him about the wonderful work that he's doing for veterans. So what is it that your organization is doing?
Well, and it's not me in particular, but it's a group of us that are. Certainly the Gulfcoast Community Foundation was very fortunate that we had a donor from California who gave us $5 million. And,
wow.
And yeah, is that phenomenal? And it was specifically to take care of returning Afghani and Iraqi veterans and their families. So it's a unique opportunity for us. The dollars, we grant the dollars to 501c3, nonprofit organizations, if you will, that are working with these people, but we can take care of a variety of ways with them. And we're looking for places right now for those veterans to give it away. We're obviously working very closely with the Veterans Commission here in Sarasota. We're covering a large area of Florida, all the way from south of Naples to through Tampa over to the Space Coast on that very fund. But it's a great fund. It comes directly from the heart, and anybody can donate to it. It's one of those things, $5 million sounds like a lot of money, but we certainly anticipate that the needs out there are much larger than that. So we want to grow that fund and make sure that we can help fulfill some of the needs of our heroes, if you will. I always tell people, you too can be a hero. Feel free to give to that fund. $100, $1,000, whatever they can afford.
Well, I know it means a lot to those veterans. The VA doesn't always cover everything that you need coming back.
And I know they try hard. I mean, one of the things that I've seen, they try very hard to fulfill the needs of these heroes of ours. But you know, sometimes it takes a little bit more, and that's where we come in with the Brave Fund. And I know people in this area are very generous, and I know they'll be very generous to the Brave Fund too.
Now it's the end of the year, Scott, and people have taxes in the back of their mind too. What if they want some advice about how they can give and how it would help them with their tax returns and things like that?
Santa, do you pay taxes?
No, Santa's a nonprofit.
He is a nonprofit? Yes. I always wondered about that. That's great. That's wonderful. You know, people ask that all the time. I mean, obviously, a donation to a nonprofit has some tax implications, and they can take advantage of those. Here we are in a very busy time. We're all running up to the next holiday, if you will, and the end of the year is coming. And this is a great opportunity for people who want to give and can't figure out where they want to give necessarily. They can develop a donor-advised fund at the Gulfcoast Community Foundation or any organization like that, and decide later where they want to give. They get their tax deduction, and it gives them a little bit of time to decide exactly where they like to give.
Okay, so they make the contribution to the Gulfcoast Community Foundation, and you sort of hold on to that until they make up their mind where they want it to go.
Exactly. We work with them in that respect, you know, and develop their interests. And those type of people normally have definite interests. They just want to see exactly where it's best needed at this time, and maybe they just don't have time to work with the organization right now. But I can tell you there's all types of organizations in Sarasota County, Manatee, Charlotte, anywhere that are in need today of additional funds that you know they just don't have from previous years. Some of the exciting things that are working in Sarasota County, certainly the Child Protection Center, which works to stop child abuse. I mean, they're in a huge capital campaign to develop a new center. Selby Gardens, an organization that's been in Sarasota for so many years, is building a new children's rainforest, which is just going to be outstanding. Yeah, it's going to bring all kinds of new life to the Selby Gardens area, and we're excited about that. We were really happy to support that.
What kinds of organizations and groups do you dispense monies to typically?
Nonprofits, 501c3s, in good standing. And
do they come to you, or do you seek them out?
We have on our website, www.gulfcoastcf.org, we have grant and applications, if you will, timelines, and we do that. Now for the Brave Fund, grant applications are ongoing. There's no set schedule for that. We're doing those all the time. Right. But we have set times that we do grant applications, and nonprofits know us. They come to us, supporting all types of organizations and different events in Sarasota is something that we're proud of. One of the things we're seeing this holiday season and this end of the year is people are giving differently. You know, the economy is caused people to really take a look at how they're giving and making sure that they're giving as well as they can, and their dollars are going to take care of people, where right now human services is most important. And one of the things at the Gulf Coast Community Foundation is certainly people can write a check and develop a donor advised fund. They can work with us on a charitable gift annuity where they give us dollars or stock, and we turn that stock into dollars, and we provide an ongoing support for them for the rest of their lives. Or a complex gift. It can be a painting, can be a jewel, can be a collection, can be anything.
Great. Scott, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
Santa,
great organization.
Me, Santa, thank you.
Now it's time for the Weasel of the Week. In Bradenton this week, we weren't going to do it, but it's a Christmas theme. A burglar broke into people's houses, and the kid awoke to come out and find a burglar with a ski mask and a gun underneath his Christmas tree, stealing the kid's presents. So what did the kid do? Well, naturally, he went in the kitchen, armed himself with a knife, and went out and stabbed the burglar as he was trying to swipe the kid's presents. The burglar ran out, was not caught, but got stabbed in the side by the kid, who let the burglar know, "Don't try to steal my presents." You gotta love Bradenton. That's it for Clout 941. We will see you next week.